And for Monday, mostly cloudy skies with a high of 52. Overnight low was 49. Yesterday's high was 61. Currently, humidity is at
6,000%?
You got it, 6,000%. No, 54%. Winds out of the southeast at 6 miles an hour. The pressure at 30.2. 50 and clouds right now at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. And time for morning coffee.
Oh, I like that.
Ooh,
that
that's
moves.
Well, we should, in honor of this theme music this particular day, we should... next time we have this music come up, we should all go and get white T-shirts with something rolled up in the sleeve and slicked back hair. And penny loafers.
But I tell you what, I get in my convertible and my hair slicks back, both of them. Hey, we've got Sheldon Bunning in the house. Sheldon, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're just great.
We're here. We're good and doing good.
Everybody's really worried about my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, how's the internet going? How's that going?
They're supposed to be there today at 9:30 to be able to install it.
Oh, you lucky dog.
Well, we'll
I know where
see.
you're going. I know where you're going.
I got to tell you something. It's been a all-week struggle.
It's been a journey.
A roller coaster of emotions.
I'm high, I'm low, I'm high, I'm low. Right now, I'm high that it's going to happen. And tonight, I might be able to watch a little TV in the man cave. Of course, this is opening day. This is a big day.
Yeah.
All 30 teams playing. Cardinals playing on WOKZ, our sister station, I think.
12:15, the broadcast
right.
in Milwaukee.
Good. Looking forward to it. They're the defending division champs, aren't they?
I think so.
Yeah, they beat the Cubs out for the division championship last year. So anyway, I went to Walmart last night.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got a whole aisle. I mean, an incredible amount of worthless Cub stuff.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Haven't you seen that?
I have seen
you go,
that.
You make the corner there after you get some water, and there it is. It's right in front of you. It's sort of a Cub Hall of Fame.
It's screaming Cubs.
And I can't help but really hit the brakes and look at it and wonder, how could you sell that much stuff in Fairfield, Illinois?
Cubs
Merchandise
stuff in Fairfield,
I
Illinois.
don't get it. I don't get it at all. Well, are we ready?
I think so.
Okay. I have in my pork burger stained hands the bucket of bunk.
Now, tomorrow it will be the fish stained hands.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that. Well, they won't be stained by that time because I will be going. I don't think I'll go for lunch. I think I'll go for the evening for the annual fish dinner for the Fairfield Rural Fire Station. Boy, that's good food. They do a great job. And here's my rule on things, food like this, Sheldon. If it's deep fried, it's good.
Yes.
I don't care what it is. If it's deep fried, it's good. So,
Yeah.
What I really would like is deep fried mayonnaise.
Ooh, that would be good, I think.
That'd be
Why hasn't
interesting.
anybody done that?
I'm sure somebody can try and do it.
That's right.
Was it somewhere they had it's like Texas, the deep fried state, or something, the big fairs and whatnot, but somebody was deep frying whole sticks of butter and selling those.
I have seen that before.
Yeah.
That's got to be good for you.
Well,
It's a dairy product, right?
But yeah.
It's a dairy product.
I've seen deep fried brownies at the Illinois State Fair.
I've had those. And the deep fried Snicker bar.
That's good.
That's a good one. Yeah.
I
I've
prefer
had
to have.
deep-
I like to stay away from the deep fried sweets. I've hit a point in my life where there's almost something that's too sweet.
I had deep
When you
fried
deep fry the
cheesecake
corn
one
nuggets,
year.
all that stuff. Yeah.
What about deep fried cheesecake on a stick?
I might
Okay,
go for
well,
that.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the bucket of money. Guess whose birthday was today in 1899? August Bush.
The
Augie.
original Augie. huh?
Augie, the original Augie. He died in 1989 at the age of 90. Gussie Bush. He built that into the largest brewery from the family in the world by 1957. 62 years ago, it was the number one. He beat out Schlitz and some other
Probably
beer.
Miller and Pabst. And
Pabst. Pabst was the other one.
And Pabst is making a comeback.
Yes, it is. I've noticed it. I obviously do not partake. Lips that touch liquor will never touch mine. 4 wives, 11 kids. for Augie. He was productive.
Yeah, to say the least.
I'm thinking that the Pabst had a resurgence among the hipster crowd.
Really,
Yes.
sort of a
Yeah.
throwback thing.
Yes.
Yeah, he.
It's cold, I'll drink it.
He married. Yeah. Let's deep fry it.
Yeah.
He bought the Cardinals in 1953. They were in bad times at Old
yeah.
Sportsman Park. He bought it in 53, saved it for St. Louis. He died in 89. The Cards sold 7 years later. He was the guy that had the passion for Clydesdales.
Mm-hmm.
And so he started that whole thing. He is, when they repealed Prohibition, Augie was ready with a team of Clydesdales, and they right down Pennsylvania Avenue and gave a barrel of Budweiser to FDR. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
So Gussie Busch, long gone, but still remembered a great deal in St. Louis.
And now Budweiser is
Owned by a foreign company. Yes.
owned again by a foreign
Oh, they
company.
sold it again?
Well, no. I had a friend of mine
All right.
back in the 90s went to some of the Eastern Bloc countries.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, brought me back a bottle of the original Budweiser. Who
And
apparently
So it was part
apparently
of...
Budweiser had taken the name, had stolen the name from this Budweiser in
So
Czechoslovakia.
wonder there wasn't some sort of suit there.
And I think there was at one time, but
Augie just paid him off.
yeah, basically.
Maybe it was Budenweiser.
It might have been.
That's different than Budweiser.
Yes. I'm a fan of Budweiser. Ken Howard was born on this day in 1944. He died in 2016 at 71. What's he known for?
White Shadow.
Yes.
The White Shadow.
He was the White Shadow. This
Sheldon has no idea what we're talking
I
about.
vaguely.
This guy,
vaguely.
he was a...
He was a high school basketball coach,
but
an
he had played for the
ex-NBA
Bulls.
player,
He played for the Bulls.
and then he went to an inner city high school basketball high school in California,
Right.
and took them to new heights.
They struggled to new heights. Reba McEntire, born on this date in 1955. That makes her 64 years old. Not just a singer, but an actress. She's been on a TV show,
Yes.
Reba, for a long time. She was a sophomore in college when she performed at a rodeo in Oklahoma City. She was noticed by Red Steagall.
Red Steagall.
Okay. He's the guy that talked through some songs.
Yeah,
didn't he?
Teddy Bear is the
Oh.
one that probably is best known for.
Oh, my. Anyway.
And I think it's Red Steagall. It might
Yeah,
be
you might be
Steagall.
right.
I'm not sure.
Anyway, he brought her to Nashville. She signed in 75 with Mercury Records. Her first hit was How Blue and Somebody Should Leave. She's the queen of country. Both siblings are in music. She married a rancher 10 years her senior. They divorced. 11 years married to her manager. They separated in 15 and divorced. So she didn't have any kids. She's got a lot of stepkids, and she's very close to them. But I went and saw her perform. It's an interesting story. We went to, it was the Alamo Dome in,
San Antonio.
yes. And it was a George Strait concert, because that's the only concerts my wife would ever go to.
The king.
The King. Well, of course, he
King
was
George,
paired.
yeah.
He was paired with the Queen. And
Didn't they
she
do a
was-
song together at one time? I think so.
It might have. But the way it worked was that the Queen was performed before George. And the crowd was pretty dominant with menopausal women there to see George.
Well,
okay? All right.
yeah,
So,
okay.
so I'm trying to be as delicate as I possibly can be. So when you could see that Reba was getting to the end of her set, all the women decided they were going to go to the bathroom at the same time. Okay?
Yeah.
So I left
So,
and
so
walked
they
out.
wouldn't have to miss George.
George, which they wouldn't miss George. I was in row 13. Okay? And so I left myself to go to the restroom. And normally when you get these big venues, there's the lines out the men's restroom, right? And usually the women's. Well, this time, at this moment, the line stretched out of the women's restroom, and they were starting to sweat because George was about to perform. I was in the men's restroom.
Yeah.
And some bright woman decided, let's take over the men's restroom. I mean, so I had to organize the men, save the stalls, as women were pouring in.
I don't doubt it.
One woman used one of the urinals. I'm not going to go where anymore with that, but the point simply was.
Was she really a woman, though?
Yes, I'm sure
Okay.
she was. So went back in row 13. And in front of us were the Youngsy Cutesies, the sort of Daisy Dukes
Yeah,
boots.
yeah, right,
kind
yeah.
of. Behind us were the 60-year-old women who were there for George.
Mm-hmm.
The Youngsy Cutesies stood up on their chairs, thus making it impossible for us in row 13 and row 14 to see George. Almost on cue, the people
But the
behind
scenery
us,
wasn't bad, though, right?
I wasn't complaining.
Okay, just checking.
I wasn't there for George.
Wait.
Right.
I was fine.
You were there for the Youngsy Cootsies.
I didn't plan it that way. That's just the way it was. The scenery
Okay.
wasn't bad. Okay? On cue, the women behind me put up a wall of beer. I mean, a wall of beer that splashed on the back of the Youngsy Cutesies. Next, there was just butts and elbows. It was an absolute war. I was in the middle. It was almost like I was at a Who concert instead of George Strait. It was an absolute brawl. And then the next thing I know, I'm on an island. Everybody around me has been kicked out. It was an incredible experience.
So you got front row.
I did. Here's the thing about Reba. When she was on, they kind of put up this mist while she's performing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's so that you couldn't tell she was 64. That's my supposition.
Ah.
I'm just.
Okay. Well, she's had some work done. She doesn't look a day over 46.
It's been good work.
Yeah, it has been good work.
You might look into it.
I'll work on it.
All right. Call
I'll
Reba.
make a note. I'll make a note.
Hey, Reba, who does your work? Vince Vaughn's birthday today. He's 49. Vince Vaughn, you know how tall he is?
6'7",
He's pretty big.
6'5".
6'5".
Close enough.
He's a fellow Illinoisan, too.
Yes, he is. He got married in Illinois. He dated Jennifer Aniston for a long time, so you got to give him props for
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's pretty. Anyway, his opening, his best, he started in Jurassic Park. He was in that. He was in Rudy. Did you remember him in Rudy?
I do not.
Do not.
That was in '93.
He played one of the linemen, though, didn't he?
Must have. Was 6'5".
Yeah.
He was in, of course, Old School.
Oh, yes.
Dodgeball. That was a great one. It's a
Fred
great one.
Claus is one
If
of
you
my
can
favorites.
dodge
Yes.
a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Remember when he got out the tools and threw at
Yeah.
him? Oh, was that Rip Torn?
Yeah,
Yes.
that was Rip Torn.
Oh, he's
Sure
so
was.
good in that. Wedding Crashers. He's in a. He dated Jennifer Aniston. That was his co-star in The Breakup. And guess what happened?
They did not break up. Or
They
they
broke
broke
up.
eventually.
They broke up, but then he sued 3 magazines because they alleged that he had been unfaithful. Now, I don't know the deposition of that. But there were a bunch of stories. He broke up with her in 2006, or they broke up. Maybe she broke up with him.
Yeah.
He married a Canadian realtor. They have 2 kids. And he has now, he's a libertarian, if you really, very
Wow.
conservative. And he has a blue belt in jiu-jitsu.
Really?
I don't know what a blue belt means.
I don't either.
The only thing I know is when you have a black belt, that's a big deal.
Yellow is the beginning belt, I think.
Okay.
Then I think.
So
you
could
do-
he hurt me?
Then I think you move to white.
Well, he's 6'5".
Brown,
He's pretty
brown
solid.
and black are the 2 top belts.
He could have a pink belt and probably hurt me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Lady Gaga's birthday is today.
Isn't
You know
that
what her real name is?
The queen of the meat suit.
Stephanie something.
You're right. Stefani.
Stefani.
Stefani Juan Angelina Germanotti. Worth $275 million.
How?
My name for her would be Honey.
How? Sugar Mama. That would be my name.
270. There must be just where.
I can see that, but when these Kardashians are worth $1 billion, that's the how.
Yeah, with no talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, selling cars and doing broadcasting, probably not the best choices for us. We should have probably grabbed the microphone and started singing.
I don't think that would have helped me.
Don't think so?
No.
It wouldn't have helped me.
27 million albums, 146 million singles. She claims she had been raped at 19 and had a... There's very little personal life.
She doesn't know?
No, she claims she did. She
Okay.
was. And
Okay.
she's gone through counseling for it. But there's very little stuff on her on the internet when it comes to her personal life. It's like she doesn't exist, really, for somebody as significant as this in the music industry. She also did a jazz album with Tony Bennett, which was acclaimed. So, Lady Gaga.
She just did a movie with Brad Cooper, too.
Yeah.
That was the big deal. She did a duet
Yeah.
at, was it the Academy Awards?
It was one of them.
Because it was in a movie, and
Yeah.
and apparently he was good as far as singing as well. There's nothing this guy can't do.
Well, they're out of movies to make, so they remade A Star Is Born, so...
That's
That's
what
true.
it was.
Good point.
That's what. There's very little creativity going on there, is there? Unbelievable. All right, so want to take a moment before we take a break just to explain, because people are a little confused. I want to make sure you understand. You need to go to our webpage. If you want to be a part of our radio auction on Saturday, you need to click on the Big Deal Store, and you need to register in the Big Deal Store just like you would if you were going to a regular auction. It'll make it so much easier. If you want to see some of the items that are in the auction, go to the Big Deal Store, click on the Auction tab, and it'll show you all the items we're going to auction starting at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning. We will not accept cash or checks. You're going to have to use a debit card or a credit card. I'm sorry, that's outside of my ability to change. That's
Above
what
your
we're
pay
gonna do.
grade.
Okay.
Yes, that's above my pay grade. That's absolutely right.
Just got a text from Dean Linder,
And what's he
the
want?
Corn Dog King.
Yes.
Oh, yes,
You
we can
wanna-
have some breakfast corn dogs.
Wanted to remind us that the Mason Supper Club is coming up Monday. We talked about it yesterday. with
Oh,
the
Past
Prime
Masters Night.
Rib.
Yes,
With
Past Masters
Prime
Night.
Rib
Oh,
on
my.
Monday.
Who's doing it?
We
Joe
are.
Pierce, I think, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I'm sure Joe.
I think Joe's
And
cooking prime rib.
he can do it.
Oh yeah, he can cook up some prime rib.
I'm going to be missing Rotary today. I have to go over to Vincennes.
You know, you go to Mason Supper Club, you can just hop, skip, and a jump from your
That's
house.
right across the street.
Actually, not even quite hop, skip, and a jump. It's just a hop and a skip.
I could fall across the street and
That's
land
true.
there.
That's true.
If you have enough prime rib, we'll just roll you back over there.
That's right. 6:30 Monday night.
Okay. Oh,
Be there or be square.
just a couple other things real fast. On this date in 1864, a group of copperheads. Now, I'm not talking about the reptile. They were folks that were Democrats that were opposed to war, attacked federal soldiers in Charleston, Illinois. 5 were killed. I've never heard of that story before. If you're from up around that
Nah,
neighborhood.
I've not heard of that one.
1967.
Sound like a 50 street gang, the Copperheads.
Yeah.
No, you were
really.
talking the white T-shirts,
They're
snapping
all-
the fingers.
Oh yeah, snapping the fingers. and-
67. Raymond Burr
I find it
starred in
very
the-
ironic though. They're opposed to war, but they're attacking.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
killed people.
Well,
67, Raymond Burr starred in the TV movie called Ironside.
Huh?
It became a TV show. In 74, a streaker ran out on the set of The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. Don't you know he had fun with that?
He was more aerodynamic by being naked.
Yes, of course he was. Music history, 1958, Eddie Cochran recorded Summertime Blues. And that's been re-recorded 4 or 5 times.
Alan Jackson, I think, did a country
That's
version of
exactly.
that too. Yeah.
There ain't no cure for the Summertime Blues. Van Morrison recorded Brown Eyed Girl
Oh,
on
that's
this
a great
date.
song.
What a great
That's a great song.
Van Morrison just seems to appreciate every year. People like him more and more.
I like
and more.
Van Morrison. You know, he's good.
72, Elvis did Burnin' Love.
Hunka hunka.
A
burning
hunka
love.
hunka Burnin' Love. In 79, Eric Clapton and Patty Layla Boyd were married. Patty was married to
Rod Stewart one.
Nope.
Nope.
George Harrison.
George Harrison. Okay.
He stole her away from George Harrison.
Oh.
And they stayed friends. And here's one that I'll never... See if you can figure this one out.
she might not have been a catch if he wasn't,
He might have let her escape. Yes.
he might have done George a favor.
Never know. George's guitar gently wept.
Yeah.
1995, Lyle Lovett and Julia Roberts announced that they were separating. They had been married for 21 months. Could you ever figure that one out?
No.
Yeah.
No.
She was and is beautiful, and Lyle looked like, well, he had a face only a mother could love.
Well, he had a face only Julia Roberts could love.
At that point, and I don't think he's done anything since. That's a look at the Bucket of Buck. We'll be back with Sheldon Bunning and talk some more right here on Morning Coffee after this.
Let's have a chat about your debit card, the card you use for the things you buy every day. What if you could get cash back every time you bought those things? Well, now you can. Introducing Discover Cashback Debit. Just open a Discover bank account and start earning 1% cash back on up to $3,000 in debit card purchases every month, automatically. Plus, there are no monthly fees or minimum balances. Now you can get cash back on the way you like to pay. Open a Discover bank account and get the debit card with cash back. Go to discoverbank.com/debit. Limitations apply. Excludes money market accounts. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
Now at the Home Depot, save up to 35% off appliance special buys. Like the Samsung stainless steel side-by-side refrigerator, just $9.98. You save $300. It's big enough to hold 25 bags of groceries. Unload those, and if that makes you thirsty, you'll really love the external ice maker and water dispenser. Today is the day for doing. Spring Black Friday savings now at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. U.S. only while supplies last. See store for details. Valid through April 17th.
Spring is here, and that means it's time for Act Tire and Auto's annual open house breakfast. Join them Saturday, March 30th from 6 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. for great pricing, special financing, sausage and pancake breakfast, door prizes, demos, and much more. Deals on trailer packages, tires, mowers, and steel equipment. Purchase any zero-turn mower and receive a free Stihl BG50 blower or a Stihl FS38 trimmer. Offer good at open house only. Act Tire and Auto, 903 West North Avenue, Flora, 618-662-2913.
It's here. The Big Deal Store is online and waiting for you to shop and buy gift certificates to local businesses. Go to your station's website, WFIWradio.com, and click on Big Deals. Here you'll find dozens of gift certificates for places like Three Chicks Fudgery, Act Tire and Auto, Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center, and Bullard's Farm Market and Bakery. You can shop 24 hours a day and save tons of money in the process. But you better hurry. You never know how long each deal will last.
Afternoons with the Double D airs from 1 to 4 each weekday afternoon on 104.9 WFIW and WFIWradio.com. I'm Double D, your host, and I play classic hit songs from the 60s through the 90s, while also giving out song facts. If you are a business owner and are interested in being a sponsor of this fun and positive radio show, you can call the radio station at 618-842-2159 or email our marketing specialist through the Contact Us page on our website, WFIWradio.com.
Time Capsule, sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another Time Capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when the LA riots ended after 5 days, 11,000 arrests, and $1 billion damage? Al Unser Jr. won his first Indy 500 in the old Brickyard's closest finish ever.
Thank you very much. I tell you, you just don't know what Indy means.
Mario Lemieux led the Penguins to their second straight Stanley Cup. Johnny Carson retired after 30 years as host of The Tonight Show.
I can only tell you that it has been an honor to come into your homes all these years and entertain you. I bid you a very heartfelt good night.
And here's what was new on the radio.
Hold on, my heart won't see me cry. Just take my heart when you go.
Okay, think it over. The answer and a little bit of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Stop by the Fairfield Save-A-Lot and take advantage of these great deals. USDA Choice Beef Chuck Roast, $4.49 a pound. Whole boneless pork loins, $1.69 a pound. 1 pound bag of baby carrots, 99 cents. And a 3-pound bag of yellow onions, $2.28. Price is good through Saturday. Good food, great people, great prices at your Save-A-Lot store on West Main Street in Fairfield. Give them a like on Facebook.
May 1992.
Red Hot Chili Peppers and Under the Bridge, the talk song of May 1992. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
Time Capsule has been sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Black's Fashion Flowers in downtown Fairfield is your home for tuxedo rentals from Jim's Formal Wear. Whether you're headed to prom or getting married, Black's can make that special day even more special by helping you look good. And don't forget, Black's can also custom design your wedding and prom flowers. Stop by 310 East Main in Fairfield or give them a call at 847-7076. Black's Fashion Flowers, your florist with a personal touch, across from the courthouse in downtown Fairfield. And remember to like them on Facebook.
The Coffee Cam is on, and you can watch Morning Coffee on YouTube. Now, all they need is lots of makeup. Back to the show.
Whoa.
That's hard.
That's cutting below the belt. Hitting below the belt.
It's really, now I got to go through all the corrections from the bucket of bunk.
Yeah.
Galen Dunn says, no, it wasn't Red Stegall. It was Red Sovine.
Yep.
So that was your fault.
That was my fault.
I did think that one sounded kind of off, but it was not my place to correct you. I'm just a guess.
It was a guy named Red.
It was Red. Oh, Red. Just say Red.
How many people named Red? Well, apparently there's more than one Red in
there's
country
Red
music.
Buttons.
But I mean,
there's Red Shane
in country music.
Let me run through the Reds. My significant other texted me. I didn't know she could text and drive. That's not a good thing to do. Wait till you get to work, dear.
She's got that app thing on her car, I'm sure, or whatever it is.
Probably does. She says Reba does have a child of her own. Shelby Blackstock is a race car driver. And here's what happened. Someone didn't have the guts to call here to say, Mike, you're wrong. They called my wife. Hello, Carol? Listen, Mike doesn't know what he's talking about. I know what Carol's saying. Yeah, we know. We know. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
You know why? They didn't want to be on the radio, I guess.
Well, they are now.
Yeah.
My apologies to Reba in my haste to suggest she was barren is incorrect. She had a child.
Okay.
And he's a race car driver.
And it's not Red Stegall, it's Red Sovine.
I have
who
no
sang
idea.
Teddy Bear.
So help me. Who's Red Stegall?
I have no idea.
Or is it Stiegel?
I have no idea.
Apparently
I have no idea.
He discovered Reba.
He did.
So we're going to give him credit for that.
At a rodeo in Oklahoma City.
That's right. She was singing there.
Yep.
Apparently.
Oh, she wasn't just singing there. She was singing.
Singing.
Yeah.
Here's a good one. They're trying to find the people who made a mistake when they were trying to siphon gas from a bus. I think it's an RV. They got a nasty surprise when they tried to siphon it out.
Yeah.
And Sheldon knows where I'm going.
Ah, okay.
What do you think happened, Sheldon?
I'm guessing they got the wrong cap. And
there's two takes. There's two takes.
There's two famous movie lines involved with this. One of them is from Christmas Vacation, which the FCC will not let us repeat on air. And the other one is from Joe Dirt when he's got that bomb strapped to his back, but it was like an RV septic tank.
Yes.
And then they knocked the lid off, and he's like, "I've got the poo on me."
Well, these guys had the poo in their mouth.
That is the best scene in that movie. He's out there with
him and Kicking Wing.
Well,
with
it's not
his cowboy boots and his short robe and his hat on, and he goes, "Sure."
It's not Joe Dirt. It's Joe Dirte.
Dirte, yeah, Dirte.
Okay. Well,
Anyway.
no, I think it is Dirt, because if it was Dirte, it'd have an E on the end.
Okay, well,
I think that's when he got to radio in L.A. He actually added that.
Okay.
To
well,
fancy it up.
you're really Mark Tournay.
Yep, that's right.
This is anyway.
It's Tournier.
There you go. They attempted to siphon the gasoline. They instead got a mouthful of raw sewage. And apparently broke off their attempt to get the gasoline. I don't think that sewage is going to run much anything. You're probably going to have a car down at the shop if that happens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a pretty high octane, but it's not going to run anything.
You got to put something in the back of. You got to make something to put in the back of your pickup truck. You got to watch that Hillbilly Blood show on whatever channel it's on. Where they make
there's people that can get old peanut oil that you've used deep frying and make that into some kind of fuel, haven't you?
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
You can convert it to burning a diesel.
Well, you can use the oil from French fries, too. You can
Yes.
go through McDonald's and fill up while you're getting your fries.
I watched somebody on TV one day make a little thing in the back of his pickup truck where he convert steam from a wood fire into
Really? It becomes a
fuel.
steam engine?
Yeah, basically.
Anyway, the police say they have, quote, absolutely no interest in recovering what the thieves took from the bus.
I would imagine the owners of the bus are probably the same thoughts.
Well, they're still looking for him, though, and let me tell you what they're looking for. Somebody with some really rancid breath.
I think if that would happen to me, I think I would try and sniffing out gasoline anyway, just to clear my throat. Clear my taste.
Well, here's what they're hoping for. Here's what police say they're hoping for. Word of mouth will help them. Isn't that great?
I like it.
Oh, my. Here's an interesting story about a guy that got nailed. This is interesting. A 2-year-old orangutan was caught resting inside a basket after smuggling attempt by a Russian tourist at an international airport. He put his orangutan in a basket and put it in the hold of the airplane. And how they did that is that he drugged the 2-year-old orangutan so that it was asleep. They opened it up, and there you had a rather docile orangutan. Why would you do that? Why would you want to take your orangutan anywhere, quite honestly?
Well, maybe it's a support orangutan.
Or service orangutan.
A service orangutan. Yeah.
There you go. Well, that would be permitted then.
Yep.
If you just come up with that. The 27-year-old that was arrested also packed baby formula and blankets for the orangutan. Well, at least he was worried about his comfort.
Yeah.
But probably with him and not the orangutan.
They also found 2 live geckos and 5 lizards in the suitcase. He had a whole menagerie of different animals.
He did.
He was trying to
Zoo.
get at the airport. Oh, well, some people. Did you see
was one of those geckos the Geico gecko?
No, it wasn't
Okay.
a Geico gecko. He speaks.
Oh, okay.
And he sells you, 15%. 15 minutes get you 15% off.
That's, yeah.
Most Americans can relate to the concerns over cell phone and social media addiction. I never thought I'd see the day of this. Cliff?
That's an honest-to-goodness thing.
Yes.
Social media addiction.
I'm sure it is. I get it. Do you get a report once a week about how much time you're on your screen?
I do.
Does it frighten you when you see how much time you're spending per day on the screen of your phone?
I
I average about 3 hours a day looking at that screen.
Yeah.
That's frightening. I could be doing lots of other more important things. Mm-hmm. But I get that report once a week, and it's upsetting.
So like watching TV.
Does my insurance here cover my addiction to social media?
We can try that.
Can I like take a leave of absence and still have my job when I come back for checking into a rehab center for social media addiction?
You can come over to my house. I haven't had internet since I've been here.
But you're watching your phone 3 hours a day
because I don't have a TV.
Okay.
Are you running around town like a crackhead looking for Wi-Fi or anything, or is it that bad or?
No, it isn't.
Okay. Do you get the shakes when you're somewhere where you don't have Wi-Fi?
No, as long as I have some coffee.
Okay.
The new coach of the Arizona Cardinals, Cliff Kingsbury, he used to be the coach at Texas Tech.
Yeah.
He's giving in to device devotion. That's what they're calling it, device devotion. He actually has time where he sets aside to implement cell phone breaks at team meetings to feed his players' addictions.
Well, those players got a tweet.
Device devotion.
Sheldon, you have that down at the shop?
No.
You don't say, okay, listen, I don't want you to go ahead and, sell that car. Tell the person that's out there, you're going to have to wait for a while because I got to look at Facebook for 5 minutes.
And you know what? It actually makes a little bit of sense for professional athletes when you're in team meetings and things like that. Do you really want somebody picking up their phone and looking at it every 5 minutes?
I would no.
Put your
No.
phones
If
away.
I'm the football
we'll take
coach,
a break in 15 minutes. You look at your phone.
if I'm the coach of the Arizona Cardinals, and by the way, I don't like them. I don't like them at all. You know why?
They left St. Louis.
That's right. I don't like them, and I don't like the Los Angeles Rams. But here they are. Wouldn't you say, hey, listen, fellas, I'm paying you an average of $2 or $3 million a year. There's a basket out front. We're going to talk football now. Put your phone in the basket on the way in. But no, he's letting them. He's just saying to them, now don't look at your phone, and we'll take a 15-minute device timeout.
Device devotional.
I think this guy
Used to be called smoke break.
Yeah.
In the NFL, do you know the story? Remember the guy, Bud Wilkinson?
Yeah.
Remember Bud? He was the
Coached
all-time.
the Cardinals, coached the Vikings, and coached at Oklahoma, I think.
I didn't know about the Vikings.
No.
Oh, you're thinking of Bud Grant.
I'm thinking of Bud Grant. Yeah,
Bud
that's
Wilkinson was the all-time winner at Oklahoma during the 50s, and the Big Red brought him out of retirement after 20 years of not coaching. He's like 70 years old. Put him on the sidelines of the St. Louis Football Cardinals, and he went in at halftime, and he was stunned because 12 or 13 of his players had a smoke. It's not like it is in the college game. And guess what? They weren't very good either.
Yeah.
Run 80 yards and get a little winded. Probably need to go over. I think there was a time where you even smoked on the sidelines.
Yeah, I think so.
Certainly in golf.
Back when men were men.
I can see.
And lungs were black.
I can see at the Arizona Cardinals, during their training camp, Mark Zuckerberg comes in.
Yeah.
And now Mark Zuckerberg has your daily device devotional.
Oh, my.
Oh, yeah. You can.
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg in there. You could have the guy from Instagram or, whoever, Or you could have different players who are, very knowledgeable on the tweeting thing.
I just don't get it. I don't get it at all.
And the
And then we'll have
or whatever
like
it's called.
licensed,
Device.
ordained device.
Look at this right here. Look at this. Let's just look around this table for a second.
Yeah.
There's yours. Yours is upside down.
Yeah.
No? Okay. So you're trying to keep from looking at it.
Yes.
Okay. Mine isn't, and yours is right over there. There's the three of us. We're having a conversation, but we're all glancing over at that device.
Because, you got the I got the message about the supper club.
I got one about Red Sovine.
You got the Red Sovine.
And Reba's got a kid.
Thing. Yeah.
It's amazing.
And I got one where a fan was enjoying his breakfast till our conversation turned to crap.
I love it.
Please, that's good. I'm trying to have a waffle here, and you guys are talking about siphoning
On
poop.
that note, let's take a break.
All right.
This show's in the toilet.
Champion Laboratories in Albion is expanding its workforce with increased competitive wages and a great benefits package. Assembly positions start at $14.75 per hour. Machine setup and warehouse positions start at $17.55 per hour. And maintenance positions start in the upper $20 per hour range based on experience. You must be available to work any shift. Apply in person at Champion Laboratories at champlabs.com or check out Facebook for more information. You could be the next champion of the extra mile.
Your professional Pekin Insurance Agency, Tucker Hallam Insurance, Wayne City, specializes in families. From auto accidents to home disasters to that very memorable first day of college, you'll have peace of mind with insurance from your Pekin Insurance Agency, putting you and your family first with insurance coverage for your home, auto, life, health, or business, and at competitive rates that will fit your individual needs. Call your Pekin Insurance Agency, Tucker Hallam Insurance today, going beyond the expected.
Grab your moms, your daughters, and your friends and head to Fairfield for a shopping day geared just for the ladies. The Fairfield Retail Merchants and the Fairfield Chamber of Commerce have a full day planned for you. Socializing, shopping, and of course, sales. Girlfriend's Day Out is Saturday, April 6th. Plan to spend the day in Fairfield. Don't have a sitter for the kids? Don't worry, they have you covered. Babysitting will be available while you shop. Call 842-6116 for more information.
We are at Grundman's, 906 North 7th Street in Vincennes, and what a day to have a sale.
Yes, we are ready. We've got shoes lined up outside, inside, and in our factory.
And, you know, it's become a tradition. Twice a year you have this big sale. This is the spring version, and thank goodness we're getting some spring here. And in the back is where you usually start.
Yes, we have lots of boots back there lined up, stacked up on the floor, on carts, on tables, on workbenches. You walk through the double doors, and that's all you're going to see.
And you're going to see lots and lots of savings.
Lots of savings. We have boots marked down $100 off of regular retail.
Got to come in. Got to get 2 pairs because they're going to be used a lot.
Definitely. 2 for the price of 1 for sure on this sale.
The sale goes Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 8 to 8, 8 to 8, and 8 to 5 at Grundman's, 906 North 7th Street, Vincennes.
Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet in Mount Vernon has all your flooring needs. They have a large selection in stock and always give great service. Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet certificates are available on the Big Deal Store.
If you can hear me, you already know that radio works. Let me, Libby Lingefelter, show you what else we can do with the original company, like direct mail and digital marketing. Call me, Libby Lingefelter, at WFIW WOKZ 842-2159.
It's time for that radar weather, brought to you this morning by Stumpy's.
Are you tired of mowing around or looking at that ugly tree stump in your yard? Removing a tree stump doesn't have to be a burden. Stumpy's can make the process quick and easy. A local business started by Clay Marks through the Mount Carmel CEO program offers free estimates, cheap rates, cleanup, and no mess after the job is completed. Clay guarantees you'll be happy with his work, so call him today at 838-0635. That's 838-0635.
Time for that radar weather. 40% chance for showers today, high 68. 80% chance for rain tonight, low 52. For tomorrow, 70% chance for showers, high 60. Thunderstorms a possibility on Saturday, high 58. Sunny and 48 on Sunday, and for Monday, mostly cloudy with a high 52. Overnight low was 49. Yesterday's high 61. Currently, humidity is at 54%. Winds from the southeast at 6 miles an hour. Pressure at 30.2 and holding. Cloudy skies and 50 right now at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar showing a little rain showing up to the north and to the south of us, moving to the east and the southeast this morning. And that's your radar weather, brought to you this morning by Stumpy's. Contact Clay Marks on Facebook, or you can call him at 838-0635 to get your free estimate today. He'll remove unwanted tree stumps and help whip your yard back into shape. Sheldon Bunning has joined us on the WFIW Morning Coffee program this morning. So, Sheldon, what's going on at Le Mans this morning? We haven't talked about Le Mans so far this morning.
I really don't know. I'm not there.
Selling any Silverados lately?
Yes, we may have got rid of our last 18. We may have one new 18 Silverado hanging on.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to go out today.
Well, I know you were trying to get rid of the 18s to make room for the 19s.
We've got 19s coming. The 18s all need gone.
Okay, and the 20s will be in next week, right?
Probably so.
All right. Talk about those Jeeps. Great deals on the Jeeps and that Gladiator. What's the story, man?
Supposedly they're going to release the pricing Sunday or Monday on the Gladiator, whether that's true or not. So
any
I can't order one yet. I can't order or spec one yet.
Any idea on what the price is going to be, though? What, $50,000-$60,000?
I'm going to say that you can probably get one up to 60 or a little over 60 if you put all the bells and whistles on it.
Okay, all right. And that, and I'm sure they'll come out with some great deals on those Gladiators when they're out.
They may be. They'll probably think they're going to be a hot seller. So, But we do have some good deals on the Wranglers. We have a couple of the 18 Wranglers left, and I think we've got. I think one of them's marked down just shy of $5,700.
All right. On the used lot, what do you got truck-wise and Jeep-wise?
Got a nice selection of late model trucks, crew cab four-wheel drives. Got a really nice, I believe it's a 16 Wrangler Sahara. 4-door. It's a 75th anniversary package. Ooh. Got some special bronze accents.
It's got some special doodads on it.
Yeah, doodads. Got the steel winch bumpers, front and rear, all that good stuff. Low mileage, makes somebody a dandy.
All right. And, of course, you handle the financing for any of those products.
That is correct.
All right. Check out the website, LeMansOnline.com, right?
That is correct.
All right. And or, give Le Mans a call at 842-4995.
And there should be somebody there now if you want to stop by. So.
There you
There
go.
better be.
Just if you're looking for Sheldon, well, they're all out eating breakfast right now.
That's right. That's right.
It's
if we haven't ruined it.
That's right.
This is the show about nothing. Morning Coffee, streaming on YouTube and live on the station listened to, not just heard. WFIW.
All right. Want to remind you about a couple of fish fries, or they say, the good Germans say fish fries. The Fairfield Rural Firefighters. I'll be there for the evening meal, I'm sure. Oh, it's good, and that's coming up. There's,
Tomorrow.
Yes,
Are they going to have
tomorrow.
they should have like a master of ceremonies for that. Somebody to open the door at 11, and then at
Somebody to throw out the first hush puppy.
Yes.
Potato wedges, coleslaw. Oh, it's mighty fine. And so that's coming up, and I lost. Oh, yeah, Saturday, April 6th. That's the Fairfield Elks fish fry.
Fish fry,
isn't it?
yep, sure
Okay,
is.
so we got all
Yes.
kinds of fish. All right, here's the trivia in my hands. Let's go. And some of them we're going to have to talk about, so let's just get going.
Let's just get her going.
This is opening day, he had exactly 1,815 hits at home and 1,815 hits on the road in his career.
Red Stegall.
No, it was Red Sovine.
You want to take a shot
Or
at
Shelby
that?
Blackstone Smith something, yeah.
Yeah.
You want to take a shot at that? How about it?
Kirby Puckett.
No.
I've got a Cal Ripken.
No. Stan, the man.
Stan,
Oh,
okay.
We should have known there was trickery. It had to be a Cardinal.
3,630 hits. Exactly the same amount of hits on the road as he had at home. Isn't that amazing?
You think when he hit the last one, either at home or away, that he just threw his hands
I'm
up in the air and I'm done?
I'm done. That's it. What's the capital of Montana?
Oh, I know that one.
Go ahead.
Helena.
Yes.
That's what I was going to say.
Very good. Can you name the number? No. Can you name the members of the Mamas and the Papas? The recording group.
Mama Cass.
Mama Cass. Cass Elliott.
Uh-huh.
Papa Cass.
No.
Okay.
Any ideas?
John somebody.
John Phillips was the main
John Phillips,
songwriter.
okay.
And his wife, Michelle, who still looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And a guy by the name of Denny Dougherty. There's your Mamas and the Papas. Number 4. He was the first divorced person to run for president.
Boy. I don't know. Calvin Coolidge.
No.
Okay.
My go-to on the weird presidential facts is always Millard Fillmore, but I know that's not correct.
No, Millard was a good, faithful man and never got divorced. Ronald Reagan.
Really?
He divorced Jane Wyman. She filed for divorce in 1948. It was finalized in 49. He became the first divorcee to assume the nation's highest office, and that made Wyman the first former wife of a United States president who was still living at the time that her former husband became president. They had 2 kids together, Michael and Maureen. Number 5, if you had to buy the St. Louis Cardinals, how much would you have to scratch up?
$2.5 billion.
How about it, Sheldon?
2.6 if we're going on the Price is Right theology.
According to Forbes,
I thought you'd say $2.5 billion and 1 penny.
Well,
according to Forbes in 2015, so this is 4 years ago, they were worth $1.4 billion.
Well, you see, you didn't say 4 years ago.
Now you got to start somewhere.
Wait a minute.
Now, accounts for
There's
inflation.
no way that $600 million got added in value in that period of time. But okay, all right, I'm not going to argue with you.
They freed up Pujols' pay, so, it
Sure did. But they just added some payroll, which I was glad about, with Goldschmidt. Number 6, according to the website, top 10, these are the saddest movies ever.
Brian's Song. Old Yeller.
Where the Red Fern Grows.
Don't see any of those on there, if you
Really?
believe it. Yeah.
Wow.
The saddest movies
Ever.
Does that mean the sad as in that's really a bad movie?
No. Sad. Very sad.
Makes you cry. Tearjerker.
All right.
The Boy in the Bubble.
No. Oh, yes. Oh, no. It was The
okay.
Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
What?
That's what it says.
Okay.
Titanic, Schindler's List,
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
The Green Mile.
Boss, I'm tired.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump is sad?
That's what it says.
I thought it was inspirational.
Well,
Jenny died.
I guess
Well,
when
Jenny did die.
Jenny
yeah.
died.
My Jenny died.
Yeah.
And I mean the big guy in the the Green Mile. I mean,
Yeah.
Boss, I'm tired.
The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Up.
I've never seen that. I've never seen that.
Up's a Disney movie. I don't watch cartoon movies.
Grave of the Fireflies, and Marley and Me.
I just had a suggestion via text, but it's not
That
on the
was what?
list. It was
What?
Ghost, but
Yeah, it's sad.
it kind of.
That's sad. Number 7.
I was going to say maybe sappy. Is there a difference between sappy and sad?
Sappy and sad, let's say.
Okay, yeah.
Number 7. What number will Paul Goldschmidt wear today in Milwaukee?
I don't know. I know we were 44 in Arizona, but I don't think he's going to
Nope.
get that for the Cardinals.
Not a clue.
46.
46. Okay.
This pop singer provided a voice.
I hope that he continues his as well as he did in Arizona. Because he didn't get 44. I mean, it might be.
He might get it before the end of the season if
Yeah.
he's not hitting. The pop singer provided a voice to the Peanuts cartoon. Name her.
I have no idea.
Anything, Sheldon?
Pop singer. That had to be probably in the 70s.
80s.
80s.
Fergie.
Really?
She was the voice of Sally Brown for the TV Peanuts specials.
Huh.
The William Tell Overture was used for this popular radio and TV show as the theme song. No?
I don't know.
No.
The Lone Ranger.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The Lone Ranger.
Yeah.
Okay, and finally, number 10. Mr. Ed's owner. Do you remember Mr. Ed?
Wilbur.
What's his last name?
I have no idea.
Wilbur Post. The title role of Mr. Ed, a talking palomino. You remember it, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That is
Was played by Geldine. I can give you the name.
The name
I
of the
can give
horse?
you the name of the
Or
horse.
the name of Wilbur?
I can give you the name of the horse.
Okay.
Bamboo Harvester.
But who played Wilbur?
I'm going there.
Oh, okay.
Voiced by and by the way, the voice of the horse, Mr. Ed, former Western film star Alan Lane. The role of Ed's owner, a genial but somewhat klutzy architect named Wilbur Post, was played by Alan Young.
Now we know.
That's all you'd ever want to know about Mr. Ed.
Okay.
Sheldon, thank you for being here. Go and sell cars. Sell lots of cars, please.
We'll try. We'll try.
All right,
Yeah,
Sheldon
get the rest
Bunny.
of those guys, off their duffs and get to work.
That's right. Crack the whip, Sheldon. Talk to you later.
All right. Thanks for having me, guys.
Bye-bye.
News, talk, sports, and classic rock. This is the station listened to, not just heard. 104.9 WFIW FM Fairfield, Illinois.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in Wayne City. Visit Boyd Mattress Center and take a rest test. 20 models on display. 895-3000.
Fox News. I'm Lillian Wu.
It was really treason.
President Trump on the offense over the Mueller report.